Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Avila Pantera. Welcome all. Blissful Saturn day to all of you. Okay. Let's see what the vibe is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give you a couple of moments here to tune in. And upon entering, make sure you hit that thumbs up. All right. Subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I go live or post anything, the community tab, so on and so forth. All right. I definitely meant to get my tea. Hold up. Hey. Okay. I got some tea. We are back. We are back with the vibes. What up, though, y'all? What's poppin'? What's poppin', yo? What is poppin'? Okay. Here we are. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I have to update this team here. I appreciate love your patience. Where is this at? Oh, right here. There we go. Did it save? Okay. All right. We rocking and rolling. Moving and grooving. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let's get started with our Starman Oracle vibe check. And let's see what the main energy is or what the vibe is. Not necessarily, don't gotta be the main energy, but what's the vibe right now, Source? What's the vibe right now? What's the vibe right now? Here we go. It's the vibe right now. Ooh. I love to see it. Ace of Wands. A new beginning. A passionate, magical new beginning. Ace of Wands, it went right to the Ace of Cups, though, as I opened the page. Allow the replenishing energy to wash over you. But the Ace of Wands is the first card out the current energy. I am the catalyst, says the Ace of Wands in this deck. The Ace of Wands is filled with pure potential, the magical, combining and creative element of fire. Notice in the artwork or the outlook, something about y'all emails. Notice in the artwork how the wand itself is pregnant with potential of human life. The fetal stage of existence where anything is still possible. The twisted wood of this wand comes from a great mother tree whose vast microcausal network links itself to hundreds of other trees in the forest, passing nutrients such as carbon to feed her seedlings. For without wood, there can be no fire. I love that. On top of the fact that we are in a wood dragon year. Huh, okay. Okay. The wand is encased within the fiery coronal womb as if it is waiting to be birthed in the vastness of deep space. You are a conduit to be shaped by this immense heat, energy, and force. This card indicates the strong sense of self-belief, self-esteem, and vision you have in this moment or the immediate future. Don't let anything stand in your way as you resolutely step forward into the unknown. Fire burns brightly and will generate the highest and greatest of visionary aims and ambitions. But you are at the start of your journey, a novice with much to learn and contend with. You must use the energy from this wand to build a tidy fire, tending to it carefully and using your ingenuity to keep it alight whatever the conditions, internally and externally. You must discover how to temper, train, and stoke its ever-flickering and changing flame. Otherwise, it would put at you from many directions, tantalizing and overwhelming you with every opportunity, taking you completely off course. There is the danger. You could also be drawn too close, bewitched by its mesmerizing spell, and suddenly see your goals and dreams consumed in the flames. You are wise to familiarize yourself with each of the elements, air, earth, and water, so that you may draw on their balancing energies and natural law to keep the fire burning, letting the warmth and light illuminate your path. Create a special, sacred space in your home, an altar perhaps, to place symbolic objects, pictures, and words that will keep the flame of inspiration alight. Visualize yourself achieving your success. What will you feel, see, hear, sense? Create a vision board with your miracle project, whether it be career, love, planning a family, or home at its center, emanating strains of activity and magic into your life. The Ace of Wands speaks of a flash of creative insight, the drive to create something new, quick energy bursts, and the passionate start of a new dynamic project. So that's the current energy, is the Ace of Wands. Where's the collective though? Where's the collective? At the bottom of the deck, what we got? The Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Quickly, DNA upgrade is what I'm getting from this, even with the image here, okay? With the image here, that's the first thing that came to the forefront of this image. DNA upgrade. DNA upgrade, deeply rooted. But it's not really an upgrade. It's a switch turning on. It's gone from off to on. Where is the collective? Okay. 7:11 on the screen, 5:11 on the screen, 5:53 on the clock. What planetary hour are we in? Venus. Okay. You would have to see your worth to connect to this here energy of the Ace of Wands, of this passionate new beginning or the creative start to a new project. You have to see your value, your authentic value, doing things your way. Not what you think might be right or what people want to see, your way. Okay. What we got here, 1026, still in Leo, approaching Virgo. Okay. Let me see something. See what degrees we in with this Leo energy. Oh, it's actually in Virgo. Okay. 333. At 3 degrees, 33 minutes. So, Moon in Virgo is definitely a position where the moon steps into, where you may be able to get to the details of what it is that you're feeling, what's creating a feeling, even, and speaking of the moon, or really getting to the depths of your subconscious mind and being able to have the words or channel whatever is there, okay? But with raw detail. Now, it could easily have you over analyzing something if certain emotions haven't been addressed just yet. Because 3 is Gemini, so the moon is in Virgo at a Gemini degree, both ruled by Mercury. Something about someone's thoughts, overthinking, can lead to overanalyzing. Slow down, pause, breathe. Okay, you're gonna be more than all right. Okay, but painstaking labors in several different planes of existence. Virgo 3. The mind being restrung slowly and systematically and by erosion of what was assumed or taken as a given. Multiple worlds crying out for refinement, repair, repolarization, and release. Crying out for refinement and repair. The crying out for repair is what's sticking out the most right now. Because I'm getting the energy of, can this actually be repaired? Or is this something that has to be completely demolished so that something new can be built or built? Attending to subtle underlying echoes and resonance. Lost in time, lost within a karmic lesson, because I'm getting time more so as the planet it connects to, Saturn. Lost in a lesson. That's why crying out for repair is coming out so strongly. Does it have to be repaired? Part of the reason why a cycle keeps happening is because it's constantly being repaired. Something new needs to be completely built. It needs to be brand new. All of it. So there's definitely this energy of decluttering too. Decluttering the mind. Existing in a void or parallel world or altered state. Doorkeeper between the worlds. In an unrecognizable form. But inside the spiral there lives a knowingness and a beingness in tune with earth and heaven. Dual placements, dual residence. The collective has only been living in the below, never in the above, to make it as above, so below. The energy right now is the Ace of Wands, though. You are the catalyst, you are the change, you are the transformation. You are the reason. They're showing me reason as far as or reset. You turn something on by resetting, but going back. Something about going back to a moment of enjoyment. Is this what one wants to repair? As far as it was enjoyable then, but the energy has switched. There's growth, there's maturity. Not to say playfulness doesn't exist in the level of maturity. It's just in this level of maturity, that level of playfulness with the specific energy is no longer something to move forward with. Stay in touch and stay in touch. Something about someone wants to stay in touch with you, even if, okay. Y'all don't be out here, okay, staying in touch with exes and shit, okay? And you know that that cycle is closed for a reason, okay? Especially as you are about to embark on a new journey here. A passionate new beginning with this Ace of Wands coming out as the current energy. There's a lot of passion in this new beginning. But if you're still holding on to past baggage, for some of you, it's something about 2003 or August 3rd. If you're holding on still to this baggage, you're not going to make enough room, and this thing won't even turn on. The light won't even come on in this connection at all. 2021, 2022 as well. Where's the collective? Oh, shit. Your recovering soul memory, Archangel Oriel, 41, the crown. Now, this is above your head. Just, what is that? What is it about? What is it, 6 inches above your head? The crown chakra. No, one of the two. Between, whatever. But 6 is significant in terms of the crown and the soul star chakra. The distance in between. Because your crown is here, okay? So we got here 41, Archangel Oriel. Let's where this in it? Where this thing at? Why am I doing that? Something's funny. Something's funny. Something funny. Spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. Where is the collective? Spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. The beautiful angel Oriel, also called the fire of God. Yeah. It's the sword of fire. It also connects to the sword with the blue flame. I mean, granted, you would easily connect that with Archangel Michael, but the sword of enlightenment, the fire of God, and you got this Ace of Wands here. So I just heard, don't get distracted. 1222 on the screen, 6:04 on the clock. Don't get distracted. Continue to follow your heart. Is something closing out with that 6:04? There used to be distance between your vision and your heart. With the 0 in the center of that 6:04, there is an alignment coming into play. The number 4 is significant because I just did this. 4 is significant. Okay. Oriel brings great power to your 7th chakra, to the 7th energy center. First of all, it says, beautiful angel Oriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. Something's being handed to you. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra. It was at the bottom. Victory. Okay. And it is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Even the way the message is being delivered, the calmness that's coming through. Something about also each time the moon goes into the next sign, the collective is going to be feeling more of that zodiac sign much stronger than before because of an awakening that is helping the collective to go back into a space to reattain your power. And part of that is feeling the energy that the moon visits. Why? Okay. Feeling the part of the beast that it enters, because when you look at that word in general is just speaking to the different creatures that are connected to the 12 zodiac signs on that wheel. So that way one can master, okay, the flesh. Because it can easily have you here and there the way this Ace of Wands was talking about. Okay. Bro, it be getting. Okay. Now is a great time to get connected. The assistance from spirit is great. And whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel as Uriel, or just a loving companion or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open to you the Akashic records, or Alea consciousness, or the Akasha, or the Akash, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now. You will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. Affirmation on page 133. My 7th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. Show me more about the energy of the collective. What do you want to discuss with the collective to keep them in alignment? Because I'm loving this vibe. I'm loving this vibe. With that 41 Emperor Magician. Ooh, you're stepping into your magical power, the power of manifestation, which means you're connected to your heart. You would have to connect to your heart as the operator. No more dishonesty, because dishonesty came out in reverse. I love that. Okay. Okay. Divine heart. Tell it as it is, beloved. Tell it as it is. Speaking of that pressure, that's what this wand is doing. The feminine energy allowing you to be open and receptive. Look at that. Yeah. Once you allow yourself to view your Akash, what you're capable of, or your book of life is basically the Akash. Once you tune into your book of life, you begin to really move differently. You begin to move with more compassion, especially towards the situation that were literally designed to play as your opposition, so you can get a clearer understanding of your position. Okay? We gonna do this real moon in Virgo style. I got a moon in Virgo, so it's another reason why I'm moving this way. Okay. All right. That didn't want to. Wow. This got something to do with the heart right there. Ooh. Okay. Experience gained through observation. Clarify. Taking the mask off. When it comes to your foundation, remember the Queen of Pentacles Something's turning back on. You're releasing. Something's turning back on. It's being retrieved. This is what was coming up as far as it's not necessarily an upgrade. It's turning on. Retrieving it from where it is. Bueno. Okay. What's this? What does your ego have to say to you? You're being honest with yourself about a pattern. What message does your ego have for you? Okay, that's the way this is pulling through here. What message does the ego have for you? Frequency and vibration. Okay. Ooh, cicada in reverse. Look at the moons, though. Your ego has put you through experiences to see the actual journey or the route as to the way things occur. That if something is going clockwise, it really goes counterclockwise. Honesty regarding why so much was hidden at one point in regards to nature's law, universal law. There's a lot of power in it. One will really see or take their senses to a higher level when it comes to this frequency and vibration. I want to see if I still have this. I should actually. Give me 1 second. Let me go to cicada, a powerful symbol of the divine feminine. The cicada masterfully dances between the light and the dark embodiment. A cicada nymph burrows into the darkness of the earth where it is nourished by tree roots during its entire descent cycle. Hold on. A cicada nymph burrows into the darkness of the earth where it is nourished by tree roots during its entire descent cycle. Look at, okay, your descendant sign, which would be the polar opposite of your rising sign, because there's a lot of deeply rooted information there that's going to help you to awaken to the fullness and wholeness of all that you are, and what the ego was doing in terms of placing you in certain situations for you to gain experience by observing through your ascendant energy. But the reason or the cause, descendant energy, the way I'm picking up on this, the information's in your descendant sign, which will be in your 7th house of partnerships, or Libra. The house of Libra is the 7th house. See? I love this message here. The cicada emerges, the ascent cycle is triggered. The cicada emerges above ground where it finds a tree to shed its old skin and transforms into the new. Cicada medicine is found in the cycles of emergence and descent within one's personal evolution and expression. The black jaguar calls to the cicada as a guide for the present cycle and phase you're in. The black jaguar calls to the cicada as a guide. The way this cicada in reverse is coming through, obviously, as the calling and it descending into your life to tell you about a particular frequency and vibration. Shout out to the fucking moon in Virgo. Expanded perspective is at the bottom of the deck. What else do you have to say? One more. Someone else. I just felt the energy of hot and cold. 36, 33 on the screen. I just felt the energy of hot and cold. You got energy hook here. Someone else. Energy hook. Who is someone else? What about this someone else? 6:18 on the clock could be a Gemini or reflection. This person could be the descendant sign, reflecting something back to you where you weren't being honest with yourself, so they were dishonest with you for you to, the opposition playing its role so you can see your position. Someone else. Anyway, nah. Portal, clarifying someone else. They're reflecting back to you your position. It may have a lot to do with self-doubt. Given you, whoever this is reflecting more information to you about your pivotal point, it has to do with you giving them the benefit of the doubt. But what benefit do you get from doubting? Not one. Well, in the way we're expressing it here, it becomes a factor within your shadow work. That we can say. But if you're not doing that, obviously you would have to be, you know, stepping into a higher vibration to even formulate this in that type of manner. If that's not the case, there is no benefit in doubting. Because hence what the benefit would be. To see where something is reflecting back to you a level of self-doubt that you may be carrying. Or used to, and when we're saying used to, it may be coming back up just as a test. Just to see, you ready? You really ready to move forward? Go to the next. Portal. Show me. in shuffling those cards just now, it felt as though it gave the feeling of running on the track, running. Literally, if this is a 200, it's the last 50, where you still got that level of endurance or speed endurance to keep going. Something about you still have the endurance to keep going. The fact that 200 was mentioned, halfway there. Wow. Okay. If this is an outdoor track is normally 400 meters. So the 200 will be half of it. But if it is indoors, if it's indoor season, the 200 is that one lap. Where am I going with this? Indoors, it'll take you, it'll seem as though it's longer because you're completing a lap that when you compare it to an outdoor track, you know that a 400 is one time around. But inside that same quarter, they call the 400 meter runners quarter horses. That same quarter, or that same horse, that same vision, that same sight may seem a little bit longer within, but it's actually, no matter the way you look at it, your reflection is going to meet you where you have to be. Your reflection is going to meet you where you have to be. Because even if by perspective you have to do one lap indoors, it seems a little bit longer because you're running a turn, a straightaway, a turn, a straightaway. When you go outside or outdoors and you run the 200, you only got to do one turn and one straightaway. Automatically that changes the mind, the perspective as far as how long or short something is. This experience you went through, outside of you, external to you, actually made it made it shorter for you. It makes it shorter for you. But it depends on how you see it. Are you seeing it exactly for what it is? Meaning that your opposition is showing you your position. That should make me hot. Somebody's mind's eye is opening because this section is itching. Your mind's eye is right here. I see. Some of you you're at a point where you gotta have to get off your ass and go work out and go train and go strengthen your body, add some muscle to your body. Do some type of training that allows you to build muscle. Okay. Yeah. I keep raising my heels off the ground. So something kept you on your toes. What's this? Self-love was at the top of the deck. Something kept you on your toes here. What's portal? Disconnection and separation. Someone else, portal, disconnection and separation. Someone else's portal led to your disconnection and separation. Doing something somebody else's way. 6:26 on the clock. You may not even realize that that's what you were doing, but that's what this is saying here. Fire. Where does this seed of your passion come from? Is it unique and authentic to you? Or is it something you were taught to believe was unique and authentic to you? Because you have a lot flowing within and around you as far as ideas. But are you doing what you believe and know? Are you doing what you know that is your unique, authentic passion? Or are you doing what you believe is your unique, authentic passion? This could be what you're being honest with yourself about, with dishonesty in reverse and ego upright. You're taking the mask off. Chaos, movement. Telling you about this. Do something that builds muscle within the body. Movement. It'll help shift the energy. If you notice that you have been in the crib for at least 48 hours, that 49th hour, you better go outside for a walk, even if it's just 15 minutes. But it shouldn't even go past 24 hours, you know, especially if you're able to, obviously, you know what I mean? I get it. But as far as physically, but get out there and move. Something about walking. Well, yeah, because what the walking would do, it'll help balance the energy of the left and your right brain, neurologically speaking. Disconnection and separation, moves that were disconnected and separated from you. You're being honest with this now, bringing order to the chaos. The reason for the chaos was walking through someone else's portal. And this could be simply doing something just not to, you know, feel as though you're disrespecting your lineage, or I'm getting whoever this is, you came here to do things your way with also not forgetting where you came from. You know, doing things your way with the foundation and the knowledge of everything else that was before you. One more. I said one more. 2 cards ago. Shame. The gut. The gut. Solar plexus. I got my nose itching, right? Alchemy. Ooh. This could even be, speaking of dual dwellings, this could even be, you know, working with the light and the dark responsibly. We are back. So that honesty energy as well comes from the gut, trusting your gut instinct, not overthinking it. This could also be part of the reason why movement comes into play as well, so that way you can shed any excess energy that is surrounding you that is not muscle, aka fats, you know, that can literally slow down your progression as far as you stepping into this new beginning here. But be mindful of what it is that you're eating as well, too. Something here pertaining to foods. I'm getting an energy of eating to cover up for a decision, emotionally eating. The shame, once again, it blocks the gut. Let's look a little bit more into that. Let me get one more energy card. You do have victory, though. Let's not forget. But we're just speaking to, you know, boom, boom, boom. Shift this, move this, and get to cooking. Alchemy. Literally, the chart is doing this. Embody alchemy. Embody alchemy. Every time I see that word, it speaks to someone who has an ability to make things a lot easier for them than it actually is occurring. You can do the unthinkable. You can do the impossible. You just have to embody that. Show me the energy of someone else here. What does this speak? Ooh. Broken heart. Number 9. 419. That's Aries. 4 of Wands specifically. 419. Hold on. Okay. Now you got 31 here. Door to value. Someone else that didn't see your value. It's time for you to really disconnect from that. Especially if this is someone who made you feel shameful about who you are and the way you know. I heard about to say manipulate. The way you manipulate. Somebody probably called you a manipulator. It's not good or bad. It's a way of moving something to transform it into something else. It could be of a high or low vibration. You may have been around someone who you didn't come across in a way that you were, you know, forcing them to change. But even just a little bit, or them feeling as though whatever it is that you're saying or the actions that you're taking is about them or getting them to change. They took it in a way where they reacted, which caused, you know, an argument or miscommunication. 955 on the screen. Because you'll have instances where you really just genuinely from your heart wanting to help somebody, but they're seeing it in a whole different way, you know? So It's coming across as you'll be in this conversation with someone, they say something, and you repeat back to them exactly what it is that they just said. And they'll tell you, no, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. Just to keep an argument going. And some of you had a very strong physical attraction to this person. You thought it was spiritual. It was definitely a karmic type of vibe. You might have felt as though they were your soulmate. Literally, something came across the screen, feeling as though it's too late. Massive regret. That's crazy. And said Gemini. You may have genuinely wanted to assist this person, but no matter what you do or whatever you did, it always came across as something completely different. Literally lost that train of thought as I saw that come across the screen. But there's a completion though to those cycles of life or those thoughts about it. Okay, that's where it was going about. That's where it was going towards. Let's say, you know, that connection led to a breakup and you possibly beat yourself up about it, figuratively speaking, in terms of what did I do wrong, da 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 da. But in reality, was one of the phases of that message of that card yesterday. It's not you, it's me. You were that it's me person, but still in the growing process of realizing that part or the reason for that connection. This could have even been someone that made you shameful about your appearance, basically just letting you know from a higher perspective and seeing as far as in opposition, showing you your position. So just love yourself. Self-love came up on the bottom of the deck. Love yourself in all your stages. Okay? Because even with, you know, the expression of the word fats is coming from a space of, you know, listen, love yourself in every step of the way, but take care of yourself. Sometimes your inner voice or your inner me, your enemy, comes out in that way in terms of you know you want to do something different for yourself, but you keep putting it on the back burner. So now this energy has to show up in your reality on a whole different level. Unfortunately, you know, there are energies that take it a different route, but you are strong enough to see it as, or will be, allow this message to get you to that point of your strength where you see a lot of these situations that may have broken your heart, whatever it may be, in whatever area of your life. What position is it showing you about you, though? Because sometimes people will tell you something that's actually true, but the way they're saying it, you don't even got time to even, don't got the fuck time for it. Because naturally, one would want to defend themselves. But when you sit down and reflect on that, if it's not true, it's not true. But for things that are true, put a pep in your step. Now, this also goes back to the previous message in regards to people who have a certain role in a certain moment in your life. And as you're changing and going through these shifts to make life better for you, and they keep playing that role, these are the motherfuckers you need to get about your life and stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, everybody got their role to play, but don't overstep that shit. Don't be taking that shit too far now. You already did what you had to do. You said what you had to say. Because you will literally have people who will continue with it. And the only reason why, let's take it to a higher vibration once again. Why does it keep coming around? Your boundaries are not strong enough for them to back the fuck up, all the way up. Sit the fuck down. Permanently. Don't come the fuck back around here with that shit. See what I'm saying? Know your value. You got 31 and 41, 11, 4, Emperor, 3, the Empress, 11, Justice. Once you see your book of life, you begin to open up these different doors that really bring in effortless abundance and manifestation into your life. And that's a 9. Again, 41 and 31. 5 and 4. Archangel Oriel is helping you to see the patterns. Something about use that heartbreak or whatever that situation was as inspiration. It's not going to be for everybody, but it could be. Number 8, indecision. Everything that had to do with where you might have been indecisive in your life, especially when it comes to things that are taking you out of your center, heart center. This year, 2024, really brought all of that to the surface. Look at this shit here. Contract, justice. Hot again. And I know I'm drinking tea, but it wasn't doing this earlier. 6:44 on the clock. 62:40. That is 14, 41, 14. Archangel Oriel is in the position of this contract. That sneeze. Don't want to come out. Archangel Oriel is in the position of this contract. Something's being rewritten. Hold on, let me. It's at the top. Look at that, 11. Cornucopia. It's a lot to say. May 86. Somebody's born May 86. What's this? Concern 33 in reverse. All I heard was they're not concerned with it anymore. They're not concerned with it anymore. With this broken heart energy is coming through as someone with this vibe of a broken heart and wanting to see a certain person's karma. There go that fucking June 14 energy, that 614 from the previous. But this person has to get up out of this energy. Because all that would do is call that karma onto them or divine justice action onto them when the person that they're thinking about is not even worried about them. They done moved on. That would be an example of a person as your opposition showing you your position and moved on. But the one who's being shown their position still holding on to that opposition. However, furthermore, let's see. Somebody keeps trying to do something. And this is why whatever you're trying to do is not happening. If you're trying to stop, you're not stopping. If you're trying to go, you're not going. Stop or go. That's it. May 86 to September 86. Let's say you were born after that year. This could be something that was transferred to you deep through your DNA. King of Cups behind the Queen of Pentacles. This could have been the energy that you're carrying through from your parents. Some of y'all gotta let that shit go. Some of that pain that you're carrying, I get it. But that's only gonna eat you up though. House. Judgment. Child. Yep. Any type of guilt, shame, or remorse you have towards a parental figure, it's also connected to a partner in terms of love. It's time to let it go. It's not helping you not one bit. It's not medical advice, but for some of you, there's some discomfort you got going on in your body. It's because you're still holding on to that. The energy has to sit somewhere. Community. Community house. Community, and community is here also. And then you have attachment right behind it. And notice the mask. The similarities here between the mask. (12 and 7, December 7th. Moon in Sagittarius. That's second deacon Sagittarius, 12-7. 9 of Wands. Are you seeing a different result doing the same thing over and over again? No. Especially something that's not bringing you the results that you're looking for. You have house, community. That's where the Gemini energy is coming into play. Third house is community or neighborhood. For some of you, the specific message that's coming through here, there could have been a situation where your parents embarrassed you in front of your friends when you were younger, and that carried on through, and people would joke about it as you got older, but for you it was more serious than the way people were joking about it. Like, it's gotta stop lying to yourself and to other people about the way you really see and feel what it is that you are experiencing. If you notice that you can't have a conversation with somebody, fuck it, let it go. You gonna have to handle that shit within yourself and tell yourself, okay, that happened then, who are you now? And if it bothers you that much, some of you are still hee-hee-ha-ha-ing with people that you know there's something you're supposed to say, but there's obviously a person that you cannot express it to because you don't want to go through that back and forth. That's somebody you got to cut out of your life. Respectfully. Somebody got to cut out of your life. Or this could even be about grandparents, because notice the age that's coming through on this card here. You see? Someone is indecisive in life today because of a situation that happened to them between the ages of 5 and 12. 20 years old is also significant. Occupation. It even has an influence on the career path you have right now. And you can use that as a pivotal point reference in terms of, is this something you still want to do occupation-wise? Is it still a passion of yours? That definitely resonates. $20, $12, and 7 again. 12, 7. Something about when the moon goes into Sagittarius. Why? Because it's the waxing crescent phase right after the new moon in Scorpio, which is about planting the seeds. Scorpio energy would have to do with trusting yourself, taking the steps on valuing yourself and trusting the steps that you take based on the value you have of yourself. And really seeing who you are to move forward and utilize whatever occurred before in the past. Use it as a form of inspiration. And not why something keeps happening to you, because all of it's literally happening for you. Just play the game of life. At that point, that would be, the ego or the human vessel being a little too serious with the experience that you're gaining through observation, but not being able to fully observe it because you can feel it. But if you go back to your soul memory with Archangel Oriel showing up here, reactivating soul memory, the first memory of the soul when you reactivate is realizing why you chose to be here. Is to experience these type of senses that you'll feel here in this earthly realm. This is why really diving into the universal laws will put you more at ease in a lot of these situations you go through. Because whatever goes up has to come down. Whatever goes down has to go up. Things have to keep moving. But it's until you master that game of duality that you can step into. When you speak of that one, now you can step into your higher self. Now you can start talking about that 13 energy for real, for real. The serpent's wisdom rising towards the crown chakra, the soul star chakra, and all these other levels of consciousness that are above your crown. But if you're just sitting below the heart chakra, come on, you're gonna feel a lot of shit, and it's gonna do what it do. Having you walk around here bitter as fuck. It's another amazing thing about human design. It'll show you a lot about your not yourself theme. Let's see. God's to close his blinds. What up, Shadow? A fucking cat. Not a fucking cat, but a cat. As I said, what up, Shadow? What up, familiar? Courtship. Whatever this is, it has everything to do with your occupation and love. 344. Close these blinds. 344. Man, hold on. So 344. I want to deep dive into this one. 344 though, over here. Let's see what we get metaphysically speaking. Hawk, falcon, kite. Wow, some of you actually have that shape in your chart. This message is definitely for you. The kite, the hawk, falcon, kite. You're awakening to a divine perception of all of this, which is why. So a lot of these things are coming to the surface because you're ready to apply divine perception. You know about divine perception, but have you actually applied it? What do we mean about divine perception? Well, would be you being able to see when your opposition shows you your position. Seeing life from the perspective of it's happening for me, not to me. 2012 is a significance for real because that's definitely when a lot has turned on collectively as well. Okay. We're not done with this. We're not done with this. I have to keep contract at the bottom. But let me pull one more. Action. Shit. Divine action. We talked about it earlier. Cornucopia. What's the action behind this here? Within this? What is it? The door to personal healing and happiness. 34. So 34 is occupation. Mending, because as you can see, she's sewing. It's cloth. It's something you put on to cover what's inside. Something about mending of the body. Something here regarding mending of the body. Hold on. We're going to them love cards, them love oracles. Love is oracle. You know, to wrap up these messages. Not just yet, but I'm just saying, because wow, universe. Source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal, creation, awakening, interconnected, heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is, creative force, law of 1, 7. 7 clarifying the 7. The door to personal healing is being guided. You are being guided towards the door of personal healing. You have to purify and forgive a situation with that dove there. It's the only thing. It's the only piece of the puzzle missing. 1777. There's so much energy in this. I feel as though this is the energy surrounding you, literally helping you, picking you up. Physically, you may not feel this because it's happening very quickly. You feel as though you're going through your normal ass day. But Archangel Oriel is literally surrounding some of y'all here to reactivate your soul memory as to why everything is happening. When you recognize a certain energy is around you or you're slowing down, is because you're actually connecting to this divine presence to actually awaken to that higher perspective where now you can switch it for make it a solid switch from to me to for you. To me to for me. I don't want coffee. That's random. It's not random, but coffee. The storm is over. Thunderstorm came out in reverse. Right on top of door to personal healing and happiness. Power, destruction, trouble, electric display, a warning out of it's over. But the main thing here is triumph over evil. Triumph over the life you will live in. All we missing is a devil card to come out here to clarify that evil for live. The life you were living. Fine print. Speaking of clarifying, fine print says details, another 7. These two are both Scorpio cards. So we are in Scorpio season. 7's showing up. Why is the 7 showing up? Before I pull a card, I'm already getting this vibe of that's that angelic presence around you, or the angles of light making you lighter to be able to withstand all of this pressure that's coming in, only for you to change it. Now, the ruling planet of Scorpio, 2 of them, Mars, is in the sign of Cancer of your emotions, so that could be having you, you know, shift through a lot of moods. And then Pluto, just so an ad for Acolyte, and then Pluto's in the sign of Capricorn, where it's actually it's direct now, but it's allowing you to build from a space of this refined, not even refined, because there was something that was destroyed at the time that Pluto was retrograde in Capricorn that some may be looking to repair, but that it's not to be repaired. It's something to move on. You're going into a whole nother generation. You can't even look at that as a reincarnation or incarnation of yourself from your alive self. Yeah. Why is the 7s coming out here? Golly. As we speak. It's over. Done. Breakup. Change of state. There's a mending of the body. Okay. There's a mending of the body, right? So when you reactivate this soul memory, it's going to feel as though you have a new body. Well, this fucking laptop, I mean, obviously, it does what it does, but this shit is listening, because shorty over here lifting weights now. In her sports bra, nice fitted tights, abs popping. But that's confirming what we was talking about earlier. It's your time to bloom. It's a bloom ad. The 7s are coming around. This angelic presence is around you. Because this could be... Whatever this energy is helping you to stay quiet in moments that you would possibly explosively react for some of you. It literally keeps your mouth shut. But in a way, you're seeing why you're being guided to keep your mouth shut, because everything you're about to say, someone will actually say it themselves. I'm also getting, don't be so quick to respond. Let's say this has to do with this parental situation. They may even apologize to you. And if some of you have deceased parents, they could be apologizing to you in your dream state. That's a real world you step into when you asleep, honey. That's some real shit. Okay? What else? Is these 7s here? Unchange. Especially when it came to an indecision. Because changing came out a little, on his head. 5-5. There goes that 5. Upright, it indicates at this time the situation's in a state of flux. Anything could happen. This can't be in a state of flux because it's over. It's done. There's nothing. This is about that energy that there's nothing to repair. It's done. Protect, defense, protect. Your guardian is helping you do that. Could be an Aries or Sagittarius or fire sign with the Ace of Wands showing up here in the beginning. The fire of God, the generator, operator, destroyer. You're going through a Kundalini awakening. That ain't no bullshit. You're realizing you can't go backwards because it wreaks havoc on the body. Literally does. Checkered flag. Some of you, you may have been seeing a lot of pop-ups or videos either with Lauren London, she's a Sag, or with her and Nipsey, or things about Nipsey coming up, because I'm getting big Leo energy with this 9. He could also be a prominent figure here for some of you. It's a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You might have been sprinting, hence that analogy to the 200. Conclusion. Outcome, finale, the end. A lot of things here about end. This, whatever this is not changing because it's over. Walk through your personal healing, your door of personal healing and happiness, not someone else's. Someone else portal leads to your disconnect. So much so it stops you from moving, and then you get into this state of feeling shameful or ashamed or unable to trust your gut. This is the block of the solar plexus, shame. I just heard, fuck what they gotta say and do you. That's what I heard. Fuck what they gotta say and do you. Make sure you do you though. Spring, new moon. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. The full moon in Taurus is going to be very significant as far as the seeds that were planted then. New moon in Taurus to the full moon in Taurus. During this season, it's a witch. Agatha all along. An ad, it's a witch. 7-Eleven. Some of you are in this position where your inner child is aware of a wishing star that is coming your way. You can't make this shit up. I didn't even look at the bottom, but it could definitely change your destiny. You choose. You choose. You see that 8? You choose. But this is speaking to you. Change your mind. You change your path. You change your perception, you'll change your path. In terms of those of you who have to switch the energy from just sitting in a low vibration and raise that fucking thing, okay? Karma, dharma, destiny, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention. I smelled liquor, so for some of you, this divine intervention is having to do with liquor, breaking the cycle with liquor. Then you have fortune, rise and fall, circumstances, consequences, divine will, blind justice. Let's see. Labyrinth. Your challenge is, because it came out sideways, is delaying. Wishing star and delay. That portal of the 28th of that grand sextile where the cosmos actually create the Star of David, or the star represented as above, so below. And then we have all of this energy here in regards to reactivate soul memory. What message do you have regarding Star of David? Reactivation of soul memory. Certainty, because uncertain came out in reverse. Certainty. Certainty. What else? Regarding Star of David, as above, so below, on the 28th. Let's see. Tandem bicycle, 2 Taurus, synchronized alliance, certain, synchronized alliances, partnerships, togetherness, harmony, cooperation. One more. Flag, achievement, recognition. Okay. Wow. Something definitely here about the springtime, planting the seeds during spring, new moon in Aries, new moon in Taurus, because spring is here, new moon, and it carries the energy of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. And here you have Taurus and Aries that came out 26. This is a God number. 26 is legit the number that represents God. And the flag speaks of mastery, carry the day. Plans are coming to fruition. You're going to be certain, because it says King of the Mountain, and that's giving King of Swords. You'll be certain of the strategy or the steps you have to take. Just take them. Whatever puts you in this aloof type of energy, it can also lead to disinterest and disengagement. Whatever triggers this or raises this vibration up within you, it got something to do with the shadow. Because I said, hey, shadow, and that cat passed by at that time. Whatever triggers that, analyze it for what it is and move it up on out your life. It played a role. This ad says the perfect duo delivered. Make room for this perfect duo to enter your life, because that's literally what this says here. Ain't that one of the words on here? I'm telling you this shit. Okay, duo is right there too. Alliance, duo, synchronized, partnership, unison. You're going to have to look at this a little bit closer. Don't assume. Take deep dives when it comes to your information. Double check, read between the lines. Then you have roses. Something is going to appear. Something that appears is not what it seems. In terms of, you may think this is a low vibrational energy, but it's not. Because the reason why I'm saying this, and look at her feet. Did I not mention that earlier about something keeping you on your toes? And the reason why I'm saying it's not what it seems as far as something being a low vibration, but it's actually a high vibration, because from the peripheral, I was seeing the card in this deck that talks about kerosene, which is an aggressive energy. So you could think somebody's being extremely forward, but you might have asked for this type of energy to come into your life where they are sure about coming into alliance with you, and they show up. But if you're still holding on to, you know what I'm saying, things that are putting you in a space of, I don't know if because you may have thought you were in that position before. Where you was at before is not where you at now. You'll be there now in the position you were in before if you choose to be there. If you choose to bring it into this, you know what I'm saying, this new position that you're in. On your toes, literally what it says, on your toes. This person will keep you on your toes. They will be careful with you. They will appreciate you. They have a high emotional IQ. People that are, if this not a specific person, this could be people coming into your life with a high emotional IQ. Yeah, definitely, because the King of Cups speaks of emotional intelligence as well. Those didn't even come out, so I'm gonna put them back, because if they come out within this deck here, is mad cards. That'd be wild. We already know the vibes, but we shuffle. Back to that divine heart energy. You got the diamond showing up. Let's get one more. What did we say at the beginning? This is whatever situations in the past are of the past that you're thinking of repairing. I'm speaking to those of you right now who are thinking if you should be repairing something. It's 7:19 on the fucking clock. If you should be repairing something. And we said no. You got one more card. And repair, man, comes out in reverse. There's nothing to repair. Put it down. Because that's a 6 of Libra. The 6 card contract is here. You got crystal ball at the bottom of the deck. It's time for a whole new scene. You got the curtain call. Because if you repair this energy, it's a contract you no longer belong in. It literally was 7. It's still 7:19. And 7:19 is here. If we put this in reverse and we flip this around, not taking action, you still get a 7:19 because you got 1 7 and you got this 9. If we turn the contract, wanted to repair a contract that is over with. And what is Archangel Oriel message? The same thing about being, you know, having this clear connection to your intuition now. And then gut reaction is here, inner knowing. There's nothing to be ashamed about, but it's time to change. Okay. Time for you to be certain about whatever it is that you've been wanting to repair and it's not changing. Doesn't matter who it is. If this is a career and you notice that your mental capacity is too much for this position and they don't have a position that you can actually be promoted to and utilize your aptitude when it comes to your mental, it's time for you to, you know, prepare an exit strategy on that note as well. Don't want to get comfortable due to a false sense of security. Let's wrap this up, baby. Man, what a vibe. Welcome, everyone. I love to see it. I love to see it. Here we go. Ashe. Such a beautiful message, yes. Here we go. Lover's Oracle. And now with this message, look at this as your reflection to you, talking to you. Not so much another person. Based on this, the way the reading came out, this is you talking to you. See, this is you talking to you. Okay? The messages that come out. Okay. 811 8100 8100 723 on the screen. Reflection. The same one that came out first yesterday. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Literally, reflection came out. Give each other some space, meaning the version of you that you used to be and the version that you are now. Give each other some space. especially going through this transformation of speaking your truth, expressing your truth, living your truth. That when you speak to yourself about what you're going to do, you take those steps, or you take that action when it comes to, all right, I said I was going to do this, then I'm doing this. What else? Passion. They go with that Ace of Wands again. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Look at this as your divine masculine and divine feminine in the brain, which is your pineal and pituitary glands, the land of milk and honey, making love, because the separation between the two is what keeps the collective on just one side, dominant on one side. Okay, one more. Allow your insight to make love to your spirit, to your soul. Make love, basically bringing love out of the situation, bringing love into it to bring it out of it, as within, so without. One more. We got two. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Definitely something here about that full moon in Taurus, because that is a full moon there. And then you have, let there be closeness between you. This closeness. But always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. Beautiful. Speaking of, oh my gosh. Let your insight, meaning the mind's eye, the pituitary, make love to your spiritual self, the pituitary, the milk, the nurturing. And that's literally what happens, because this is the feminine, but you see how this is beaming. This, because it allows you now to really tune into your intuitive instincts. Now, when your intuitive instincts take over, shame is not part of your story anymore. You're making moves for real. Look at the, it's the switch for me, because this is coming across as, let's say, the genitals of the woman on his forehead, and she would be that light, or that Ace of Wands, but it's just the infinity symbol working through. And these energies. Oh, that is your message, beloved. Let me assist in clearing out any energies that may attempt to have you going backwards, because that's not even happening. No, no, no. You got so much in front of you. Prosperity that lies ahead. Is that the... $108.44. You got some strong divine feminine energies protecting, surrounding you, guiding you. What is Them Taurus cards, energy, prosperity lies ahead is either on the new or full in this here. Oh. Your dreams need a practical plan is the full moon in Taurus message. Okay. And then the new moon is your prosperity lies ahead. With your dreams needing a practical plan, I'm getting more so trust the plan. Trust the plan. Because the full moon in Taurus takes place during Scorpio season. A lot could be changing and transforming. And just trust the plan. Prosperity lies ahead. The lie is you don't need anything. 8108 on the screen. Because all that you desire is right in front of you. You just have to be open and receptive to it. Don't allow the concept of time to work against you. Feeling as though you don't have time. Notice how a lot is being said. Not so much that a lot is being said. Notice what's being said, but read between the lines. Prosperity lies ahead. The word lie is there. What this is saying, the way it's coming through, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. That the fact that prosperity is ahead, the lie is that it's only ahead. The truth is that it's here now. Very similar, once again, the way you can switch states, change of state in a dream state, go from one scene to another. You can do that here. But the more you're surrounded by fear or people with fear-based thoughts, it makes you more dense. So now it slows up your manifestation. Okay? So your dreams needing a practical plan. In the dream state, you don't need a practical plan. In your dream state, you hear you want to get out of there. All you got to do is tell yourself within the dream state, I want to go over here. You're going over there. So yes. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. The third, looking at reflection. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this now. To believe something, it stems from what you know. To believe without knowing is just a lie to oneself. Okay? So your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this from what you know, that your soulmate is already with you in spirit, and they will manifest physically. This could be an idea as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person. This could be an idea or a project. All is life. Was it 7:33? 9111 on the screen. There it is. Infinite blessings to you all. Love, unconditional love. I will see y'all on the next live.